Hell of a view for you guys today. Uncle Rommy's got your back. Today we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. How do we really take our physique from something to everything? We're talking about that undeniable range, the type of range where people are coming up to you being like, hey bro, what's your workout split? Hey, what's your diet looking like these days? You know what that means, especially the fact that you probably look like the regular gym participator. It sucks, dude. Put in a lot of time, people barely think you work out. We're gonna solve that today by focusing on something that everybody underrates, and it's almost forgot, to be honest with you. Anyways, let's get into today's video. It's game time. All right, boys. First order of business is we're gonna put on the tank top. Why? Because we're gonna tuck in the tanks into the shorts. Absolute class. That's how we start off. You actually want anabolic gains, then you need to start with class. Your foundation's important. But I'm gonna show you a movement that is going to target a portion of the shoulder that everyone likes to neglect, but it's also going to help you become much more injury resilient, and that way you can do a lot more heavy pressing movements, pulling movements without having to hurt yourself. But nonetheless, that's enough yapping. We're gonna focus on the rear delts, but we're gonna allow it to kind of segue over into other parts. But the way that we want to do it is with a movement that I know for a fact you aren't doing to target the rear delts in a way that actually helps your mobility. So what I like to do is take a cable straight bar, and I'm going to go behind the arse on it, and you're probably thinking, what the hell is he about to do from there? All I do is good posture. I want to feel a stretch along my traps all the way down on both sides. This is quite literally how you actually lift properly. You stretch and contract. What you want to do, like I said, good posture, and that's the best way to think of it, is the stretch portion of the movement. Sink, boom, contract, and you're going to raise the bar as high as possible. This is the behind the arse upright row, an Uncle Rommy classic and innovation. If you see anyone else doing this stuff, just know they got it from Uncle Rommy. Down, stretch, hold, up. Down, stretch, hold, up. And notice I hold for a couple seconds just because I'm a damn gentleman. You seeing this tucking while hitting this set? This is how you lift. But on the back end, we're actually going to pick an isolation exercise. That's rude. To take this muscle to complete failure, like a proper man, because here on this page, we are natural supremacists. We don't do things like the optimizers, the roid users. We're Crusadia coded, baby. That's what it's all about. Superset time. All right, honestly, your boy might need a haircut, dude. This freaking lion's mane's starting to get a bit out of control. Gray hair's popping up. It ain't easy getting old, boys, let me tell you. But it is easy when you're a natural supremacist and you're inside Crusadia and you're a crusader and you're probably gonna take over the world with basically other just absolute stallions of excellence. Anyways, this is the isolation exercise, but I see a lot of people kind of mess up on these and they get a little bit inside their own head. Like I said, stretch, contract. You want to crunch the muscles. So I like to start it off from over here to find the stretch, play around with body positioning to where I feel the stretch all along. And then I take my elbow and I tuck it in. A lot of people flare out. You don't got to do that. It's not even helpful. What you want to do is you take it, stretch, right? Sink into that stretch, tuck in your elbow, boom, done. And you just follow that cadence. And your elbow's going to naturally want to poke out. Keep them tucked in. Just like this freaking tank top, dude. You see why we tuck in? It's all symbolic. That's what you guys are missing. Y'all, you dogs got no motion, no vision. Not you guys that are watching. I'm talking about the other people you're probably watching. Not probably. The other people you definitely are watching on YouTube. Got no motion, got no vision. From this angle, same idea. Pull them off the pulley. Stretch, sink, adjust your body. Boom. Elbow tucked in, tank tucked in. Natural supremacist. Country innovator. Country starter. Crusadia coded. Boys are starting to realize, for sure, Uncle Rom's a bit of a psychopath. Yep, that's how you get shit done. Oh, Come on now. Sunset lift. Come on, baby. Let's wrap this up. I got one last thing to tell you. And there you have it, boys. Another one down the hatch. Let me tell you something, though. Those of you guys that are chasing aesthetics, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you think the features are going to make the man, it's not how it works. So all of you guys are out here legitimately trying to gather all of these accomplishments and these like weird features. And you're like, if I stack enough features, will I be good enough? It's not how it works. You got to have your North Star, your real North Star. North Star meaning the thing you really want out of your life. And working out, I consider a tool to help me get there. I am better as a result of beating my ass in here and building up a physique and strength and injury resilience that I can then move over and to have my real life reflect my physique powered presence. That's how I think of everything. Everything's a tool. Don't buy into this stupid self-improvement thing where you think if I do enough ice bath and enough journaling and meditation, then I'll be the man I want to be. You don't think your way into presence. You execute your way to presence. There is nothing you can do. There's no amount of thinking, mental models that you can do to be present. When I'm in that set, you want to know why? Because I train presence. When you're in that set and you're going till failure, that's all you're thinking about. Nothing else exists. Training is the greatest way of practicing presence and being in the now. So many people are just planning out so much in advance and it's all fake. All you have is the moment now. The past doesn't exist. Burn that shit. And the future hasn't happened. All you have is now. And all you have to think about is every decision that you make about, oh, I have all this energy and I have all this stuff. Where do I put it? What's worth my time? But I want $1 billion. Stop thinking that way. You have your North Star and you just simply row in that direction. That is it. And then your question is this decision take me closer to that? And if the answer is yes, you just simply do it. And then you can worry about prioritizing. But at first, you need to learn how to put on more than your plate. That's why I always say, put more on your plate than you think you can handle, because guess where you're forced to be? Present. That's why. Anyways, I love you guys. From Uncle Rommy to the Natural Crusaders, Crusadia coded, Crusadia boys. You know I got your back for life. What's Crusadia? Don't worry about it, bro. Okay, you ain't got to worry about that. You know, some people are about this life, some people aren't. That's all you got to know. Anyways, I love you guys. Uncle Rommy out. Peace.